leaves of all the health staff The leaves of all the health staff in Kashmir have been cancelled. Going across to my colleague Tejinder Singh, who joins us live from Jammu. Tejinder, all hands on board, clearly all hands on deck. All officials have been called in, the health staff, their leaves have been cancelled. And we also saw some locals pitching in and much needed help because we really need help coming in from air, from land. And, I also have to say that Amarnath Nala was also being searched. So no stone being left unturned.
Muslims is that a large number of Kashmiri Muslims have reached various hospitals across Kashmir Valley to donate their blood if need arises. So this is happening in Kashmir, where the Kashmiri Muslims have rushed to the hospitals to offer their blood if the need arises for those injured who are being treated in those hospitals. We are told that around a dozen patients, injured pilgrims, they have been shifted to the Kere Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences in Sohra, Srinagar, wherein they are being treated for fractures, bruises, and various injuries. As far as the leaves of medical staff is concerned, last night the Directorate of Health Services in Kashmir Valley, they issued a circular wherein they said that the leaves of all the health staff across Kashmir Valley has been cancelled, and all those officials of the health department who are already on leave, they have been asked to immediately report back to their concerned offices, especially the hospitals, because given the fact the amount of tragedy that was witnessed at the cave shrine, the number of people needed at these hospitals is likely to increase. So they have been asked to report back immediately. Having said so, so far 16 dead bodies have been recovered from the Holy Cave Shrine area, wherein last evening we witnessed a massive landslide that was triggered due to the flash flood. We saw the big boulders, they were coming down with the flash flood, in which a large number of people are still missing. The authorities, they are hoping against all odds that those who are still missing, they should survive. But given the fact that the weather across both the base camps continues to be good, but we are told that light drizzle is on off and on near the cave shrine, which is hampering the rescue operation. The BSF, the Army, the Jammu and Kashmir Police, various other sister security agencies, including BSF, ITBP, NDRF, SDRF, they are all working in close coordination near the cave shrine so as to find out if there is anybody who is still missing, and if unfortunately they have passed away, their bodies have to be recovered so as to send the mortal remains back to their homes. Sniffer dog units of the Indian Army, the sniffer dogs of the BSF have also been deployed to find out the traces of those who have been missing. But given the fact that there has been a huge amount of debris that was washed away due to the flash flood, if anybody is still trapped inside those debris, it would be a Herculean task to trace them and to rescue them. But the authorities are saying that they are not hopeful that anybody who is still missing might have survived, because it's been more than 16 hours when this tragedy took place. Large number of people were at that time present. We are told that 3 langars, they were completely washed away. Their traces have been completely washed away from the area. Several tents in which pilgrims were resting, they also got washed away. Several pilgrims are still unaccounted for. So efforts are on to trace them, if they have survived, to locate them, shift them to the hospital. But in an unfortunate circumstance, if they have not been able to survive, their bodies have to be recovered and sent back home. You see, this is a massive tragedy that has befallen, but thankful fully to the teams of the SDRF, the NDRF, the Indian Army, that the Jammu and Kashmir Police that were deployed there on the spot, the number of casualties could be contained at that moment. Several people, those who were buried under rubble, they were rescued. As my colleague from Srinagar, who is reporting, Mufti Islam, who is reporting from Baltal, clearly pointed out how 2 injured people, they were rescued from beneath the rubble. This was a heartwarming video which he also shared, wherein those people, they have been shifted to the hospital. They are under treatment and now they are out of danger. So all efforts are being made by the agencies who are on ground to ensure that all those injured and those missing, they are traced. We are told that the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, and various other ministries, they are keeping a close watch on all the developments. We know that last evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself had a word with Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, who apprised him about the rescue operations which are underway. The Home Minister Amit Shah is also keeping a close watch on the developments that are taking place at the cave shrine and all the rescue efforts. Senior most officer of the Indian Army, that is Lieutenant General ADS Ojla, who is the GOC 15 Corps, he's on the ground. The Inspector General of Police Kashmir Zone, Vijay Kumar, is on the ground. The Divisional Commissioner of Kashmir, he's also on the ground monitoring and helping in the rescue operation. So coordinated operation is on. The Air Force, the DSF, they all have deployed all their resources in the area to ensure that proper care is given to those who have been injured, and the efforts to trace those missing is pushed further. Those who unfortunately passed away in this cloudburst, their bodies have to be sent to their native places. Authorities are making arrangements for the same so as to send those mortal remains back to their houses. And those who are still missing, to trace them, this is the priority right now. You just some time ago you spoke to the Director General of Jammu and Kashmir Police, Dilbag Singh. He also said that the efforts, the rescue efforts are on in full swing. So all those agencies working in Kashmir, be the health department by cancelling all the leaves and calling back their staff, the army, the SDRF, the NDRF, everybody right now in Kashmir is working in close coordination so as to ensure that maximum lives could be saved. We also know that in Kashmir, people are rushing to the hospital to donate blood if need arises. The injured, they are being treated in those hospitals, and the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, is also in touch with all those senior officials. He was the one who directed the Kashmir Zone Inspector General of Police and Divisional Commissioner to immediately rush to the spot and to undertake and monitor the ongoing relief and rescue operation. So, in short, a close coordinated effort is on by various security agencies so as to ensure that those injured, they are evacuated, those missing, they are found, and the entire stretch is made clear for the Yatra to resume. We know that for the next couple of days, either next 2 or 3 days, the Yatra is going to remain suspended. But given the fact that the Yatra has just completed initial 10 days, the Yatra has to continue for 35 more days. So efforts will be on to ensure that the track is cleared, it is